学是经济系的王伟丽以及政治系的曾心慈，来为我们带来 Getting Married Taiwan vs Japan。
Good evening, everyone. My name is Zhen Jingci, and this is my partner, Wang Weili. Today, our presentation is about traditional weddings in Taiwan and in Japan. The first part of our presentation is about traditional weddings in Taiwan. And how about the ones in Japan? We'll talk about that later in the second part. There are 6 necessary steps in traditional weddings. The first step is matchmaking. In the past, if a man's parents found a woman they liked, they would ask a matchmaker to propose on behalf of them. The second part is engagement. If the age, birthday of the man, and the social status of the man's parents, of the man's families are matching with the woman's, the families of the two sides would make an engagement first and choose a day to perform the wedding ceremonies. After the engagement ceremony, the groom's parents would present a bride price to the bride's family. When the chosen day comes, the grooms will go to the bride's house with a parading troupe to escort and accompany the bride to his house. After arriving at the groom's house, the couple would worship 3 times. First, they would worship to the heaven and earth. Second, they would worship to the groom's parents. Third, they would worship each other. After 3 worships, the newlywed couple will be sent into a bridal chamber. They will sit on the bed and drink wine from 2 cups which tied together with a red string. In Taiwanese tradition, the color red means auspicious. Therefore, things related to the weddings are all in red, such as red clothes, red envelopes, and red decorations, etc. The special parts of the clothes are a red veil on the bride's head and a long red gown which the groom wears. There are some taboos of the bride price. In Taiwanese tradition, the amount of the bride price should avoid odd number and number 4 and number 8 because these numbers means separation, dead, and single.
Next, I'd like to tell you how Japanese hold their weddings. Actually, there are several kinds of wedding ceremonies in Japan. Among them, the most common one is Shindo wedding ceremony. It originated from the influence of Catholicism, and its purpose is to endow the marriage with God's permission. And following are the procedures. At first, the psychic would lead the couple and the participants to the main hall of the shrine, and the host would announce the beginning of the wedding, and they undergo an ablution. After all the participants go to their seats, the host will recite the congratulatory speech in order to pray for God's blessing. And then the couple will drink wine, exchange the rings. After that, they swear an oath to each other and the oath to God. Finally, the bilateral family members will propose a toast to each other. It means that the relationship between 2 families now becomes better. And then they all exit. When it comes to the marriage, aside from the solemn procedures, the clothes are also important. Traditionally, the bride will wear pure white full dress. In Japan, white symbolizes the beginning of new life and purity. In addition, the bride would also wear a hat to cover her bum, hoping that the wife would become a docile wife in her new family. Simultaneously, the groom will wear a cloth with his family crest. Speaking of the engagement, the amount of betrothal gift should avoid even numbers. Especially betrothal money can be 800,000 yens because they think it is an ominous number. In addition, those who attend the wedding ceremony should give the couple cash gifts, and the money will be put into white envelopes with golden and silver wraps. In contrast to Japanese in Taiwan, white envelopes are used in funeral. At the end of our presentation, we make a comparison table and list 3 main differences between Taiwanese and Japanese traditional wedding ceremony. First, in the aspect of clothes. In Taiwan, the couple would wear Chinese traditional red gowns, while in Japan, the bride will wear pure white full dress and the groom will wear full dress with his family crest. Second, in the aspect of bride price, in Taiwan, the amounts should avoid odd numbers and number 4 and number 8, while in Japan, the amounts should avoid even numbers and the bride price should avoid 800,000 yens. In the aspect of meanings of the color, in Taiwan, red means auspicious, while in Japan, white symbolizes the beginning of new life and purity. And this is our references. Thanks for your listening.